Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlie and today we are just going to do a nice calming journal with me. So I recently finished up my other two journals that I was working on, and while I have replaced one of them with some freestyle thematic journaling, I still feel like I need to fill the well with journaling. I don't know. For me, it sounds kind of weird because I define myself as a journaler 100%. I don't journal about a lot of things. I don't have that many journals, and the ones that I do have are either used up super duper quick, like as quick as that snap, or they are used up over 8-9 years. So I don't actually really start a new journal for a long time. So today I thought that I would start a new journal. So I have this little folio 6-ring, 5-ring binder, and I've had this binder for so long and I had no idea what to do with it because I found it at like a garage sale when I was really young and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. So I picked it up. It's been on my bookshelf for who knows how long, and I decided I would turn it into a book journal. So you have maybe heard this type of journaling. People call it the common journal, the commonplace journal, the quotation journal. Some people use this type of journaling for art journaling. I don't know. There's so many names for things nowadays that who really knows, right? So for me, I decided to turn this into a book quote journal. I read a lot of books, and I think books have just so many great quotes in them, and I never keep track of them. I know some people will highlight the books, or they will mark off quotations with sticky notes or something like that, and I think that is a really great idea. However, I want to keep track of books that I read, not only in physical form that I own, but also audiobooks and ebooks and other formats of books. Kobo, I don't know. Kobo's an e-reader, so I guess that encompasses the entire thing. But the idea behind this journal is just a place where I can keep my quotes. And unlike all the previous journals, what makes this journal unique is one, the paper is super duper tiny. Like, oh my gosh, to put this in perspective, the paper that I'm working on right now, while one side does look a little thinner because I did cut it down to size, this is actually the size. 1/2 of this spread that I'm working on is the side of a cue card. So if you have seen index cards that you get at general toys or at Staples or some sort of stationery store like that, that is the size of the journal that I am working in. It is super duper small. I have never worked in ring binder journals before because I'm always scared that the holes are going to get wrecked because I am kind of violent with my notebooks, if that makes any sense. I will bring my journal everywhere and anywhere. I don't have any protection for my journals either, so just having these ringed, bindered, hole-punched holes in my notebooks makes them a weakness, and so they get wrecked. So I was very nervous, but then I figured that this book quote journal, I could make a spread, I could take it out of the ring binder as I am doing right now, and I could literally just put it back in whenever I felt like it. And I don't have to like continuously pull pages in and out. It's just completed and put in there, and I can put in as many pages as I want. I can continuously add this. So I did make the cover spread off camera, and on that cover spread I do mention that this book quote journal starts in 2022, but apart from that, that is pretty much all I have in store for this journal. I think it's just a very nice way for me to keep track of quotations, and also another aspect that I promised myself I would not do because I've done it in the past is add a theme. So if you have been following my journaling videos for a while now, you know that I keep book journals, I keep crochet journals, I keep personal journals and thematic journals, and with every one of those journals but my personal journal, the spreads will match a certain aspect of what I'm journaling. So for example, in my crochet journals, I always take a picture of the item that I crocheted and add it to the journal. And of course there's the pattern. And then for my book journals, the spreads match the cover or something that is very vibrant and iconic in that book that I am journaling about. Or another example, my thematic journals. So this I also count as my bullet journals, because my bullet journals I always keep to one theme. Or my altered book journal, which I did just post a video on, so definitely go check out that altered journal. I had like this French theme kind of lace, mostly just French papers theme going on, and while I loved that theme a lot, it's nice to not match the content with the decoration. I love it, but at the same time I just need a break, and so I was using my past altered junk journals for that break, and now that I don't have that anymore, voila. So that is the last rule that I have given myself for this book journal, and I am really excited because I just think that this size is different from what I've worked in the past, and it's just so small that you can literally put it in a bag and just carry it with you everywhere. It's not heavy whatsoever. The only downside I would say is that when you're working in a journal this small, you really can't work inside the actual journal, which is why, once again, I took all my pages out and I slid them together, and then I copied and pasted a page right on top that connects the two of them together. And so for this theme, I can't really say that I have a theme going on, but I do have a colored kind of hue thing going on. So for instance, here I'm just separating the two pages from each other, but basically the theme that I had going on is this greenish floral thing with that stamping. And that stamp that I just put in the corner and started off this journal with was just a leftover piece of ephemera that I had from the last time I journaled. And so I just kind of added it here. The other great thing about a journal this small is it really gets rid of your scraps. If you journal a lot, or if you just have small scraps laying around, small things work good in small journals. And so I don't feel the need to get rid of my small scraps. And I know that sounds kind of like hoarding. I promise you that it is not hoarding. Well, maybe it is, but no, it's not, because it's going to a useful place. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, this is my therapy. So, there we have it. In this instance of journaling, I just like it because you can use your scraps and not feel bad about it. Oh, and for the little image that you see here that kind of looks like a slide, oh, I love that so much. So that is a real piece of flora. It is a weed. So I just cut out a little square, put it in between some acetate, and I think it looks really good. Oh, and I forgot to talk about the quotes quickly. So let me quickly just mention the quotes in passing. The first quote that I wrote about was from Aragon. I don't know if you have read this book in the past. I have not, but I have heard so many good things about this book. One of my friends recently read this book. She loves it. This is her favorite series in the world, and I am really tempted to get into it. I just don't know if I have the time right now. But let me know in the comments below if you think it is worth starting, because I love dragons, but from what I understand, it's like a 9-book series or something like that. And then the second book that I wrote a quote from is our favorite book in the universe, Divergent, or at least from Veronica Roth. I feel like it was from the Divergent series because it's a quote about selflessness, so if you know, you know. But I just thought that the quote was really nice, and so I just added that in. And as you can see, the spread looks pretty good. I really like this, and I think I'm going to do some more videos on this type of journaling again because it was really relaxing for me. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time I see you. Bye-bye!